Hello, class. I hope you all are having a great night. For my informative speech, I chose to talk about NFL player safety. And I picked this topic because I played football and I believe this is a topic I'm well informed on. I've had three surgeries in my knee, so yeah, that's just some backstory. Um, and I wanted to start off with the question, right? Have you ever played sports? And I'm sure if you have, you've probably been injured once or twice, or in my case, maybe three times. Um, and for my speech, I was going to talk about some NFL injuries that occur and the equipment that is in place to stop these injuries or minimize them. And for those of you that don't know, the NFL is the National Football League, which is also known as the NFL. Um, and this sport has the strongest and fastest athletes on the planet, right? Sub 1%, 0.001% people. They're running the fastest, the strongest people, the biggest people. Um, and since you have these massive individuals, right, who are quick, um, when they collide, which always happens in football, it leads to a lot of injuries. And I hope my speech helps you guys maybe learn about equipment you can wear to minimize your injuries playing sports or anything like that. Since we're talking about like the sub 1% humans, right? So the fastest, biggest people um, moving at the 100%, right? This leads to injuries. Whenever you push your body to the absolute limit, it stresses your tendons in your body and you get hurt. Yeah, so it the first type of injury I'm going to talk about is non-contact. This is when a player is just running or working out, or just lifting, and they get hurt, right? Maybe it puts too much stress on their tendons, on their muscles, and something gives way. Because to get to that level, you have to perform at 110% of what your body's capable of, and this leads to injuries. And there's not much you can do about non-contact stuff. Really, it's just stretching and preventative stuff, like making sure your body will be able to take that load you put on it. Um, yeah, and the second type of injury I'm going to talk about is sorry, my video hit the time limit. The second type of injury I'm going to talk about is contact injuries. So these are the injuries that you get from actually playing the game, hitting each other, stuff like that, on purpose, accidental. There's collisions that go on at football. It's the goal, simplified. And to minimize these injuries, they use equipment, right? So you have a helmet, you have shoulder pads go over your shoulder, you have like leg pads, and that's what you got. So helmet protects your head, obviously. Shoulder pads protect your torso, your upper body, and leg pads protect your legs from collision. And these do a pretty good job at stopping injuries. The helmet stops a lot of head injuries. They just implemented something new called the Guardian Cap this past year. That you put it, it's like another shell that goes over the helmet, and it stopped the head injuries by 50%. So which is big. That's massive. So that's improvement to equipment that just came into effect a year ago. And yeah, so every couple of years they come out with new equipment, new testing parameters. One of the tests they do for, say, for example, shoulder pads is they put sensors on a dummy, and they hit the dummy with like an impact of 450 pounds, and they measure how much energy that the shoulder pads. Sorry, I'm having some video issues. Yeah, so shoulder pads, that's one of the tests that they put the shoulder pads through. and there's a bunch more. They do the same for helmets and leggings and pants. And yeah, every year the tests get harder and harder, so the equipment gets better in turn. So every couple years, helmets are banned, shoulder pads are banned, stuff like that. Um, yeah, and just they've been advancing the equipment for years now. Um, the sport started with a leather strap helmet, and now they have full like composite helmets with foam and padding, um, and the Guardian cap. All these advancements had led to huge decreases in injuries. Um, I think this past year was 30% of overall injuries were stopped, contact injuries, according to the NFL. And yeah, they've improved on the equipment so much. And yeah, I mean, injuries are an unavoidable part of the NFL. That's part of the game. I explained some of the common injuries that players get, some equipment you could wear, and just a little bit of the advancements that they've been doing over the past years. And I hope you all learned something informative. And I hope my speech does not push you away from playing contact sports, because they are great. And yeah, that's all I have for you. So my sites I used were Helmet Innovation, Continued from NFL.com, and then I used football shoulder pads from SportsScience1.com, and 2023 season key takeaways from NFL.com.